To onboard our Windows 10 device, we are going to navigate to security.microsoft.com. From here on our left pane, we will scroll to the bottom and select Settings. Once here, we will select Endpoints. On our second pane, we will scroll down and select Onboarding. Our first option is to select the operating system that we are onboarding. For our instance, we are onboarding a Windows 10 or a Windows 11 device, so we will select this. We have many options for deployment method. In this example, we are going to be doing the local script, so we will leave our option as this and select Download Onboarding Package. This will download a compressed zip file with the information needed. With our download complete, we will now copy this to our device. From here, we will extract the zip file. And we have our onboarding script. To execute the script, we can hold down the Shift key and right-click on the file. We have the option to run as administrator, or we can hold Shift and right-click in the directory and choose Open PowerShell window here. This will open a PowerShell window in this particular directory. So from here, we can type dir to list the directory, as well as ls will do the same thing. So we can see in this directory, we have our Windows Defender ATP local onboarding script. This mentions ATP as the product used to be named Advanced Threat Protection. To execute this, we will start typing this out and use tab autocomplete. And from here, I can hit enter. Since we are leveraging the local onboarding script, we are presented with a prompt. We are asked if we are sure that we want to continue or not. This is different from any other deployment method, as this is prompting the user for confirmation. With this, we will type Y and hit enter to confirm. The script is going to run through a few validation checks. One of the most important is to ensure that this is run with administrative privileges. If not, this will fail. And that's it. The onboarding is complete for this device, so we can go ahead and hit any key to continue. And close out our window. And within just a few minutes, we can head back to our console, scroll up on our left pane, and navigate to Devices. Once successfully onboarded, we should see our endpoint listed here. Since the latest operating systems, such as Windows 10, Windows 11, Server 2019, and Server 2022, have Microsoft Defender for Endpoint built into the operating system, onboarding these devices into your Microsoft 365 Security Console is extremely simple. Now let's take a look at onboarding a legacy Windows 7 device. So this is my legacy Windows 7 device. Let's take a look at how we can get this onboarded into MDE. Let's jump back over to our console, navigate down to Settings, select Endpoints, navigate to Onboarding, and select Windows 7 SP1. It is important to note that legacy operating systems, such as Windows 7 and Server 2008 R2, do not have the same support and capabilities that newer operating systems do. While we have visibility into what happened on the device, we do not have the enhanced cloud protection capabilities with Defender Antivirus, we do not have attack surface reduction rules, nor do we have response actions such as device isolation, automated investigation, or live response. To onboard a Windows 7 or Server 2008 R2 device, we need to leverage the Microsoft Monitoring Agent, also known as MMA. In the most basic terms, this is similar to setting up log forwarding from the device to send information into the security console. This is a one-way communication and does not allow us to take response actions against the device. So first we have to acquire the Microsoft Monitoring Agent, and we can do this by navigating to this URL here. So we'll open this up in a new tab. From here, we will scroll down until we see installation steps. Then we will acquire the specific agent for our architecture. My Windows 7 device is running 64-bit architecture, so I will acquire the 64-bit agent. From here, I'll copy this to my Windows 7 device. With that now copied to my device, I'll go ahead and launch the executable. We'll select Next, accept the terms, select Next. Here, we will enable the box to connect this to an Azure Log Analytics OMS. And we are prompted for the workspace ID and the workspace key. We can acquire this from our security console. So we'll go back to our window and acquire the workspace ID and workspace key from here. This is specific to your tenant. With that copied over, we'll go ahead and select Next. Depending on your organization's configurations and settings, you may or may not want to leverage Windows updates. For my scenario, I will be enabling Windows updates for this. Once this is complete, we can select Finish. If we need to validate or change any settings, this is in the control panel. Here we can see our configuration, add or delete as well. So onboarding this Windows 7 device is complete. Since we are leveraging the Microsoft monitoring agent and not the MDE agent itself, this will take a little longer for this device to show up into our console. This can take up to an hour. After a little time has passed, we can navigate back to our Devices tab. At this point, we have successfully onboarded our Windows 10 device by manually running the local onboarding script. We have also onboarded our Windows 7 device by manually leveraging the Microsoft monitoring agent.